Hi there, this is CJ Giltner over at knvc.org, 95.1 FM. And today we are doing a pre-taped video of our favorite Pack 360 to come and chat with us about scouting in the Dayton area as well as Carson City area. And I would like to introduce you to Dave McBroome. Go ahead and say hi. And then we have Nancy Clark. And then we have Jerry Virgo. And so I'm going to go sit over there and I'm going to talk to them. And you're not going to see me, you're just going to see them, okay? All right, so here we go. So thank you so much for coming. I'm so glad I was able to chat with you and learn more about Cub Scouts and the Pack 360. And so where do you meet in the Dayton area?
We meet at the Dayton Elementary School
Uh-huh.
on Tuesday nights at 6:30.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but Nancy, you had mentioned before that you also have a diverse group of packs in the Carson City area as well as Dayton. And are you looking for more space to have your meetings?
Oh, we are looking to grow new packs and troops every day. We're looking to grow the program,
Uh-huh.
and we are the Pack 360 out in Dayton is growing. I've been working with them on the recruitment, and we have a pack down in Gardnerville that is growing as well, 85-83. But we're just looking for a home and some kids to come and get involved in scouting.
Excellent. So how long have you been with the Boy Scouts?
I have been with various titles with it for over 10 years now.
And you're one of the higher up leaders as well. And so what is your title? Because I wanted everyone to understand how the titles flow and how the Cub Scout kids get to learn. So
Well, actually, I'm district commissioner
okay.
for Sierra Nevada District and for Great Basin District. So it's pretty much the whole northern section of the state of Nevada. But I right now work a lot with the outlying areas because I want to see them grow. I want to see them
Yes.
do. They got so much, and I love working with the leadership that we have and watching the kids grow. It's awesome.
But you've grown it too. So you've done many different factors of being a Cub Scout too, right?
Oh, yes.
As a leader.
I have done all kinds of leadership things over the last 14 years.
Oh, there you go. And Jerry, now exactly where do you fall in as a Cub Scout leader?
Okay, I'm the den leader for the Arrow Light and also Webelos, and
Yeah, louder.
I'm a den leader for the Cubs Arrow Light and Webelos, and I was a den leader before, back in the 90s, with my son as a Webelos, and then I went with him with this Boy Scout troop as well.
Uh-huh. And that's probably how you became a den leader, was with your children, right?
Right, with my children and my grandchildren.
Ah, cool. Excellent. Now, Dave, how did you become a leader here for the Cub Scouts?
Well, it's a program that I was always interested in. I think it's got a lot of good values. And in 2019, when they started to introduce females,
Mm-hmm.
my daughter was of the right age, and so I actually had a bit of family in the program already, in the leadership for Troop 847, and so they let me know, hey, we're starting to accept female candidates, and it was something I was really excited about and got signed up. And since then I was recruited as a den leader once my son became of age to join, and after a few years of that, I got nominated and selected to continue as the Cub Master, and that's currently my role, and it's a lot of fun.
Well, congratulations too. Thank you for joining as well. I just didn't realize that the Cub Scouts had such a long history, and Nancy, you have quite a bit too as well.
Yes, I do.
And Jerry too. So how many years has it been for you?
Since 1996.
So see, what, 9, almost 10 years. Wow, so we have this long-term ensemble of leaders, which I really like a lot. You cater to the Dayton area. And where do you meet again?
Dayton Elementary School.
Dayton Elementary. Okay, cool. And so tell us some of the programs that you work with for the Cub Scouts.
As far as
What kind of programs do you offer? You had mentioned to me about during their school curriculum they also have scouting things that they can do. You mentioned astronomy and camping.
okay.
Yeah.
And so our program is really revolving around life skills.
Very good.
And although we do have an emphasis on the outdoors, our curriculum is about kind of developing those skills, not only as a leader, but also just your day-to-day things. Our upcoming events, like you mentioned, is going to be, we've got a camp out scheduled here in the middle of October. We've got a lot of fun stuff planned for that. A hiking trip. We're going to talk about how to stay safe while we're on a hike. The Cub Scout 6 Essentials is something that we go through constantly. And that's just as simple as what are you going to need in order to keep yourself healthy while you're out there.
Yeah.
And then also we'll be involved with some crafts out there, and a special emphasis on this camp out with astronomy. We've got a special guest coming out who is well versed with telescopes, and so he's going to let the kids take a look through that and show them a few things. And then also I've got a program put together where we're going to discuss constellations,
Oh,
kind of
cool.
show some of the big ones that you can see right off the bat.
Right.
You know, the Big Dipper and Cassiopeia and some landmark ones, and then some of the history of those as well.
Oh, that's cool. So I was once an honorary Cub Scout, and my mother then was known as a den mother. And that title has kind of changed to a den leader, which is kind of fun.
Yeah.
But I had so much fun learning how to tie knots. I learned how to create forts, and of course the environment where you're going for camping is totally different where I lived. And so building a fort was kind of fun. You have these 30 to 50 foot tall pine trees, and then the branches break off and they die off, and then you have to learn how to make a fort with that. And I had so much fun. I really did. It was like one of the best memories I ever had was being in the Cub Scouts. And then I was also an honorary Boy Scout because my mother, again, was a den leader. And I had so much fun. And that's why I called y'all, because I thought, wow, people need to know about this. Maybe it's this silent group, I don't know, but I want you to come here and talk to us. And that's why I asked you to come to visit us. And so Jerry, what are some of the past programs you've been involved with?
Well, I was the assistant Cub Master for Pack 341.
Okay.
And when I got in Scouts with my son, I was ordered an Arrow Advisor.
Okay.
And that's an honor society in Scouting.
Cool. And then I just saw on the news, Nancy, about a young woman who is now, she earned, I don't get it, I don't have it right, so go ahead and tell me, what did she earn
earned
just
her
recently?
The rank of Eagle.
Eagle,
which is the,
Eagle Scout, yes. And what does that entail when someone goes that far out into Cub Scouting, or I should say Scouting?
Scouting.
Yes. What does that all involve?
That involves a whole lot of work, and they have to earn many specific merit badges. There's certain merit badges that are Eagle specific, and then they have other merit badges that are just fun experiences for them to try out, because sometimes they find potential future careers because they took we had one young man that said, oh, I took my welding, the welding merit badge, and that's his goal in life, is to be a welder.
Wow.
And so there's a lot of possibilities out there.
Oh, that's really cool.
And it's
Yeah.
wonderful to
Just-
watch the young women as they come up through the ranks and see them grow, because I've watched them from when they got involved up until they hit this point.
And you had 2 Eagle Scouts, didn't you?
Yeah, I went to 2 Court of Honor in a month
And I think it
for
was
this
in
area.
okay, and it was in the national news, I believe.
Could have
I
been.
think that's what I saw.
Could have
That's
been.
spectacular.
Yeah.
The Eagle Scout rank itself is a worldwide recognized achievement.
Right.
And
Wow.
it really goes to show the perseverance of an individual because of the steps that they have to take in order to complete that task.
Isn't it?
And that's
cool?
why, as we're starting to see more and more females, it's such an honor because, you know, like you mentioned, as the daughter or the sister of someone so involved in Scouts, through the generations, we've seen so many in your shoes where
Right.
they've been through all of the steps. They were at every event, and unfortunately, they were unable to reach that achievement or not be recognized for it.
Oh,
And so
yeah,
it's a pleasure to be able to offer that to those.
that is really cool. Now, what does it take to be a Cub Scout?
A good spirit.
Okay, all right. And
How do you get involved?
Yes.
Well, I would always recommend go to beascout.org. From there, they can direct you towards your nearest troop or pack, depending upon age level. It'll have you enter in your zip code and put you in contact with whatever the local person is. In the Dayton area, my phone number is 775-300-4909, and I would be happy to answer any questions you might have and get you involved. I can also help try to direct you towards another pack or another troop if the Dayton area isn't quite right for you.
Okay. And what ages do you start the Cub Scouts at?
Cub Scouts goes from kindergarten until 5th grade.
Until 5th grade.
And then from 5th grade, we progress into the troop level, which covers 6th grade through the graduation of high school.
Isn't
Well,
it?
through 18 years of age.
18 years of age.
Okay.
I apologize.
That's
Now,
okay.
for those that participate in the Cub Scout program, they can achieve a special award. It's called the Arrow of Light, and it actually follows them from being a Cub Scout and goes on to their troop uniform.
Wow. Okay, so Cub Scouts get, I think you said a belt loop?
Correct.
Is that, so they don't earn badges, but they earn those belt loops, right?
They're
Right.
very similar to
Okay.
badges.
Okay.
You know, instead of sewing them onto a sash, they just kind of slide onto their belt. And
Oh,
it's
that's cool.
just another way of showing all the achievements and all the adventures that they've gone through.
That is cool.
Yeah,
That
they
is
can
really
wear
awesome.
they wear their adventures on their belt instead of trying to deal with a sash. And at
Right.
that age, sometimes it's not a real easy thing for them to deal with.
Sure.
Sometimes at their age, the belt can be a not easy thing to deal with.
The learning process right there, huh?
Well, and as they go, I mean, we're talking about 5 years worth
Yeah.
of progression, and the size of them. Sometimes not all of their belt loops is gonna fit,
Okay.
and
Right.
so then they get an opportunity to really pick and choose as far as, so what's some of the things you remember? What's some of the things you had a good time with? You know, I liked learning about this, or I liked, you know, doing that.
I like tying the knots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
So I'm going to move from left to right on my side, and let's find out what some of the badges are, or the patches on your shirt. Let's just kind of make our way across to those. Is that okay?
Sure. Well, for my case, we have different, shoulder patch. My shoulder patch is a tribute to my late husband. His, that was where he got his scout training and everything, and it also, in my world, I came out of the fire world, so it's cool because it's got a fire truck on it, and it's a thing of the Sobranos fire that burned in California.
Okay.
And then it has my rank, which is district commissioner, and it says I'm trained.
Very good, very good. Now, how about you, Jerry? What do you got?
Well,
Show me your stuff.
this is my other uniform. I have a bunch of patches up here, but I'm a unit commissioner and as well as den leader. This is my council patch. This is my Wood Bash Patrol.
Okay,
So,
cool. And then let's go with you, Dave. What do we got?
Well, this is this year's patch for participation in day camp. It's a spectacular time. We had a really fun adventure this year. It's the end of June, and it's a council level event.
Oh, wow.
It's a 3-day camp, so to speak, where the Cub Scouts get to participate in a variety of adventures based on their age level. It's not an overnight camp, although typically we reserve a nearby campground for those that are interested in that.
Okay.
But the camping themselves is not program based, so
Okay.
that's for families, which we usually do have a good turnout of people for that as well.
Okay.
And so it's local enough that you can just drive there, spend the day, drive home, or like I said, if you're interested and you want to have the full experience, then there's a nearby campground where you and your family can retire for the evening. But that is definitely an exciting event.
Very cool.
And
Because we
then,
had some packs that came clear over from Elko,
Wow.
Elko Spring Creek.
spectacular.
That's
I-
beautiful there.
And I know that this upcoming day camp, we are going to have a prehistoric theme.
Ah,
So, and knowing some of the adventures that can be used with that, I think that we're going to be having a lot of fun. Moving over, this is I'm gonna murder this. Help me out here, Jerry. What is the name of that knot?
Baloo?
No, I know where I earned it. It's a Wom. So, we'll cut that.
that's okay. There's
It's
too
a
many
special
today.
knot.
It's a special knot. Okay.
So, I earned this by participating in Baloo. It's not an official decoration or badge, but for those of us that were in that particular class, it's a fond memory.
Okay.
And there's another leader in our pack that sports one as well because she was involved. I have on me the Nevada Area Council patch showing who we represent, our troop number 360.
Okay.
The Cub Master patch and the Train patch. And so the Train patch I've earned after completing a variety of different trainings, everything from hazardous weather training to youth protection training, also trainings oriented around how to promote a successful den, how to run a successful pack.
Okay.
And these are all part of our regular trainings that we have to participate in order to maintain having this patch.
Ah. And then you had also mentioned something about archery. Is that something that the Scouts can participate in?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Doesn't that sound like fun?
And now, shooting sports are a council level activity, so we don't do those at like the camp out this weekend. We wouldn't participate in those. You have to have special training, obviously, and insurance and things of that
Sure.
nature. And
Makes
so
sense.
those are usually offered at council level events like day camps or to speak on the higher at the troop level, the camporee coming up here in October, beginning of October, is an opportunity. They're offering the rifle merit badge.
Oh, very good.
And so,
Very good.
yes, we encourage these and we provide training as far as how to participate in these activities safely, but it is a higher level offering.
But it's still a life skill that's incorporated into scouting.
Absolutely.
Wow, this just sounds wonderful. So, okay, so I want to join. Who do I call?
Well, like I said, you can either call myself at 775-300-4909. My name is Dave. I am the Cub Master for Pack 360. And if you are interested in joining us out there, I would love to answer any questions that you have. In addition, if you are looking for a pack more in your area, I would provide you with information as far as how to reach out to them, or click online, go to bascout.org, and that website itself will guide you to finding your local pack or troop.
Cool. Now, Jerry, what is your favorite aspect of being a scout leader?
Okay, I'm a comic book fan. If you're familiar with Justice League America, or Justice Society America, the older superhero, later on through the years, they train younger heroes become better.
Sure.
And that's what my favorite part about scouting is, teaching my grandkids, my kids, and the future kids become better, learning how to survive in the wilderness, learning how to fit and win in the society itself.
Very good. That is very good. How about you, Nancy? What do you like the most about scouting?
Well, I like interacting with the leaders, and I like interacting with the young people. But my favorite thing in the world is nature. I love going out and hiking and going with the kiddos out, and they're off doing their thing.
Right.
And I started talking to some of them, the Cub Scouts. We were on a hike, and it's like, no, don't step on that. That's not a weed. Look at that. That's a beautiful flower. Mm-hmm. All the wildflowers were coming out, and I'm a photographer. And so I was taking pictures. And by the time we got up to the top of the hill, I had all these little boys that were coming over going, oh, Miss Nancy, look, do you got a picture of this? Do you got a picture of that? And I'm making a journal of all of those pictures and putting the details and all of that so I can show them. Say, this is what is out there. Look at all this wonderful stuff that we have.
That is so cool. How about you?
Have you ever seen a child eat a s'more for the first time?
First time? I don't know. I always think like they're pros, but they're not. Third time? No.
I've seen it. So we get the opportunity to engage the youth in activities that they may not have been able to accomplish before. I've worked with individuals that through circumstances they just don't have those opportunities. I've seen single parents who just don't have the time. I've seen grandparents who are raising younger siblings who just don't have the capability.
Right.
And so it's an opportunity for them to experience these things that they might not have the opportunity to.
That's right. Yeah, definitely.
So I watched a young boy one day, and he had came from a very broken family, and he had a lot of issues. And he was one that when he showed up for the first meeting, all he did was scream the word no. That's it. By the time we got done with him, he was singing, he was doing, my late husband and I, he worked with him, he was tying knots, this child was brilliant. But he came out to Davis Creek, and he said, I've never been around trees, never been to a park.
Yep.
He got out of the car and he walked over to Maddie and he said, can I go up and look at that tree? It was a big old pine tree. And he's like, yeah, come on, let's go. We went over there and the boy's just like, wow.
What a view for them, huh?
He was blown away.
Yeah.
And it was so sweet.
That is so cool. So, all right, so how many volunteers you need? How many parents you need?
All of them.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
As many as we can get.
That's good.
The more volunteers we have, the more robust we can make the program.
Right.
The more heads that we have, the more ideas that we have, and the more involvement and events that we can plan. It's difficult for a pack that may have only 2 or 3 volunteers to really be able to dedicate the amount of time in order to keep the activities moving. And so the more that we can get the parents involved, the better. And not to mention also, the more the parents are involved, the more the youth will be involved.
That's true.
Because you
Definitely.
know, one thing from a leadership standpoint is if I'm not enthusiastic about it, why would you be?
Right, exactly. So, all right. Well, I just wanted to say thank you so much for coming to chat with me here at the radio station. Just for those who have never been to the radio station before, we're at 449 West King Street, right at Division in Carson City. And right next door to us is the Brewery Arts Center. And so we're kind of like in this subterranean tundra in the lower section of our building, which is like perfect for sound. It is just absolutely wonderful. But if you're driving by and you're looking for the building, look for the building that looks kind of like a church, but we're not a church. We're a radio station. And so we have our little fishbowl where people can come in during our live segments and have their lunch and watch us while we're doing our 30-minute lunch live presentation or podcast of the Carson rural communities. And so when we're done and after I get this uploaded, I'm going to convert it to a YouTube, and then we'll get it uploaded to Carson Rural Communities on Facebook, and it will go through a host of different Facebook pages, as well as on Nextdoor, and anyone is more than encouraged to take that, copy it, and share it with whomever you'd like. And so that's the benefit when we do our podcast via video, is because lots of people work and they can't come to our office to give us more information because they're working. So I try to put the schedule down so that like the Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts could come out and chat with us. So when you see us on YouTube, I hope you will comment. I hope you will like it and share it with your friends. And again, thank you so much. So I'm getting ready to close this out. So like I said, you weren't going to see me too much. But again, thank you so much. And y'all have a wonderful day. Bye now.